Catfish Solution Place. I still remain Biodun. I will before I would like to indulge you all to stay tuned to my YouTube page, because in my YouTube page I will be giving some practical lectures soon. So if you are a subscriber to my page, you can gain the opportunity of you really understanding what we mean by the secret of a successful catfish business. In every business all over the world, if there's no secret, there's no way you can make it in every business. So in catfish business, that's a secret. What I mean by the secret is that I remember a long time ago when we started catfish business, we are just doing it blankly. What I mean by blankly is that by the time we put, let me say we put fish inside water, we started feeding, is when we thought all the fishes are okay, that we leave the pond. No, things have gone a little bit easier than that. What I mean by easier than that is that now we can now convert, there's a calculation of how to convert your your feeding conversion rate and feeding efficiency, that means to your fishes, so that they can convert the quantity of feed you are giving them to flesh. This is how it happens. Mostly it happens through the feed intakes they are taking, because it's the feed they are taking that build up their body system. So in the feed they are taking now, there's something we call the nutrients in the feed, and in the nutrient we are feeding, there's something we call the additives. That means the lysine, the mentholin, and other additives that really promotes the growth of your fishes. So the higher those malnutrients that boost your fish's body system are, the lower the quantity of feed intakes they takes, and it works for them. I think you can understand what I'm talking about. Let me just break it down for you. Unlike you are giving a fish of like 60% crude protein, pure crude protein to your fish, and you are giving them just 1 kilo in a day. So the person that is giving his fishes 30% or 20% cannot give them 1 kilo in a day, because if it is giving them 1 kilo in a day, that means the feed they are just eating, but the conversion rate to convert it to their body system to grow is not effective. So if I'm giving my fishes 60% crude protein and I'm giving them 1 kilo per day, and you are giving your fishes 20 percent crude protein feed, that means you should be giving them not less than 2.5 kg per day to meet up with the feed conversion system. So this is what we do. Like these fishes here now, if I want to convert their system, their body growth, if you in your farm is giving them 1 kilo, I can give them 500 grams. Why I can give them 500 grams is that, one, I will never give them a lower CP feed. My feed should be very, very rich enough to convert their body system so that they can meet up with the required time. Let me give you an instance. Like when they are fingerlings size, it will take them at least 2 weeks to be post fingerling size, and it will take them like 4 weeks to be juvenile sizes. So if I'm still giving them the ratio of the CP that they needed to grow at that particular time, that means they will still give me what I needed, despite you giving them more feed and they are not growing as required. And two, this is what I do. I don't waste my feed, because I noticed in feed, this is a practical system. This is not what I'm telling you is a practical, is what I've done and what have worked for me. I don't copycat. I don't read books on the formulation that is somebody that I've recommended. This is what I've tried. I notice, especially when you are using this white tank. You know, when you are using a concrete pond, you may not notice, or when you are using a netting pond, you may not notice. I notice when I overfeed my fishes, by the time their belly is full and they are now diving back, they will be releasing the feed out. That means they will be vomiting it. Do you understand? There's this kind of conversion. I don't know. They will be taking it out. That means I'm wasting it. So by the time I come back to the pond in another 30 minutes time, I will see some wasted feed. The water will be polluted in 30 minutes. That means they wasted all the fishes, all the feed I give them. So if you look at this like this, I fed them this morning. Now the tank is still white because I gave them the normal proportion of feed they should take at a particular time. That is why it is very, very important for people. I normally tell people, I have some books that I wrote on that area. I normally tell people, buy those books so that you will not underfeed and overfeed your fishes. It was my book yesterday, and this morning he asked me a question that I should give him a analysis on how what I mean, that the FCR of can work in his fishes. I said he should go back. I was just talking to him. I said she should go back, and I called him on WhatsApp because he has the book. I said she open the book because most people will just read and we don't understand what is inside the books. I made the book very simple. The English there is very, very simple. Even what I mean is that a farmer should not be a graduate. A farmer, as we know, a farmer should not be a PhD holder. Now that we have graduates and PhD holder on it, I think it should be more essential and be more, what I mean, it should be more than like our fathers are doing it before. So I have to analyze into him on how many feed and how to calculate how many feed the fishes we eat. And later he now thanks me that he understood. So I will employ you all, Lord, try to get the books, to try to get the normal mentorship you needed for your business. Once again, I will be telling you there's a topic I'll be going to that we know most people here, we are suffering it a lot. Those are the inbreed. We are suffering most on inbreed. I will give you analysis on a little, on a clinch, on an hybrid soon. I really hope you really understand this simple and basic teaching. Note, most of this will be going on, and the practical aspect of it will be going on very soon. Please just make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube page. You like my YouTube page. You subscribe to the page. You like it, and so thank you once again. Just try to subscribe to my YouTube page so that I can be enjoying most of my videos. Yeah.